everyone, it's Sam here, and today I'm going to show you how to put together the razor glass mechanism. This is one of 3 new mechanisms from my Another Surprise Inside collection. If you remember the pop-up house and the pop-up cake, it's like the second edition of that set. So you've got the pop-up glasses, the pop-up butterfly and the pop-up flowers. And I'll be sharing a tutorial for each one. So this is the main plate. This will go through a standard die machine, all of them will. And then you get all of your extras, and these are to layer up on top of this. So you get 3 glass dies, they're the same size as these. So you want to cut those 3, just pass them through twice, so you've got 6 glasses. Obviously the bow is cut into this one. You could snip that away if you don't want the bow on it. Maybe you're doing more of a masculine card or a wedding or something you don't want the bow on, but you've got the bow there. That will layer over the top of that as well. And then you've just got all your different bits to create your cocktails or drinks. You know, you might not want to add these. It might just be champagne. You've got umbrellas, the bow, like I said, you've got your orange, your lime, pineapple, olives, cherries, loose olives there, the straw, sparklers, the leaves. And they really do build everything together. And then in each of the sets, you've got a big word. So this one's got drink or drinks, you've got beautiful and darling, which then allow you to create your own sentences. I'm also going to be using it with the verses sentiment, and I've actually already done the bottom part here. So I've stamped the birthday, so it reads birthday drinks, and then underneath it says, here's to another year of questionable life decisions. And that's from the new verses and sentiment sets. There's some really fun ones there, again, for many occasions. And I'm also using the new paper pad. So I've done a 6x6 one. It's been a while since I've brought out a 6x6 pad. Very cute. Great to go with so many of my past collections where you build those scenes, because these are obviously great for the backgrounds, but they're also a nice framed effect as well. So I've used this one. Stuck it on the front already of a 6x6 top fold, and then I'm also going to be cutting into a piece to show you how you can frame or do like a matte layer. Okay, so what you want to do first of all is, these are designed to go in 6x6, but you can put them in 6x6 and bigger. So if you want to put it in 7x7 or 8x8, you can do. Even 6x8 as well will be perfect. You want to cut yourself, if you want it to go into a 6x6 envelope. I've cut myself here a piece of cardstock that is 11 3/4, so that's the A4 length, and the width here is, it's 5 5/8. Then all you want to do is along the long side, you just want to mark halfway, which is at 5 3/4. Okay, so just put a little pencil mark there on both sides. You need those so that you can line up this. So on all of the plates, you'll have these little registration lines, and you need them to line it up. So you just want to sit this so it equally overhangs on those pencil marks. I'm looking at the border here, checking that it's about the same. Just going to bring it over a little bit there, and then I'm just going to tape that down, a little tape at the top and along the bottom there. Okay, so run that through your machine. Also, just to add the weight of this card, you want your lighter weight, so your 220, 230, even like a 200 will be okay as well, because there's lots of folds in this. I wouldn't do a heavyweight 300 GSM. It'd be too much bulk and you'll probably get a lot of cracking. Okay, so already pieces will start to fall out, so just pop out all of the loose bits. So you've got the middles all around the bow there and the insides of the bow. Now, all you need to focus on with this is that the tops of every wine glass will be a mountain fold, and the bottom of every wine glass will be a valley fold. So you want to be working from the top first of all. Okay, so we're going to pull this up, just kind of start to just loosen all of those cut lines as well around the edge. There we go. If you've got a ruler, that's always handy as well. So I'm going to use my ruler here, and you just want to pop your finger underneath this one here. Just going to lay the ruler down there and just bring that up, and just kind of start to push above the top, you know, the top of the wine glass there, so it's got those mountain folds. So you've got your valley fold at the top there, but that's starting to fold into a mountain fold. And then I'm going to go down to the next one. We're just kind of lifting them at the minute. We'll do the full kind of fold of it all in a minute. Again, just kind of bring this up, fold that one under, and again that one, and then just go under the wine. You can kind of use your ruler to bring that up. So you'll find once you've just kind of started to bring those together, look, already this is starting to go where we want it to go. So you can now bring this right up, bring it over, and we've already now started to get that top part So you just want to just carefully start to lift everything out, and all of a sudden it will all just then pop in together. Don't worry if you get any kind of little folds on the neck here, because you've got these. These are then going to stick right over the top. This is 300. This is heavyweight now, and that's just going to then strengthen everything. So don't be disheartened if you do get a few little creases and stuff in those parts. So now I can go down to here. So again, I'm going underneath those two stems of the glasses there, and I'm just going to bring them towards me like this. Okay, and then you can kind of just fold them over. The ruler is going to be really handy. Just get a little thin ruler, and already you can see that they're all popping out. And then again, I'm going to go down, just go underneath this one here, and just kind of just bring it up like that. Again, go under this one, and then again under this one, and then you can start to fold the tops of those glasses, and then just start to bring everything over. So you can see now how it's all lifted. So you want to do each tier, let's say, at a time. So the bottom tier, making sure all those wine glasses are folded right over, and then I'm just pinching. See, they're going under, pinching the top there, and just come around the back here where your pencil mark is. You'll be able to fold that now as well on that paper. Okay, and then bring down the next one and just folding those forward. And once you've done it and folded it into this position, that's it then. And then the last one. And just spend a minute just going over, just checking that everything is where you need it to be. It should feel, you should feel everything nice and flat underneath. And now when we bring it up, we have our lovely pop-up. So it isn't hard to do. Just follow that process. Make sure that all of these, are your valley folds, and then all of the tops of the wine glasses are your mountain, bottoms of the valley fold. But just lift each one up bit by bit first, and then go over and fold everything. So now that can stick in my card blank. So you'll see I got that nice border all the way around. So all you need to do, if you do one bit at a time, is add your glue. I'll do this one side. So I'm doing the top part first, all over all the flat sections. And like I always say in all my launches and a lot of my videos, do yourself a little test run first. So get some old card and just play with that first. Don't go straight in with your nice cardstock. Get used to the folds, but definitely start from the top. If you start from the bottom, you'll get yourself in a mess. Now, I always like to pop these into the card when the card's open, because that is how it's going to be displayed. You'll still be able to fold it flat, but it will be more encouraged to go into its open kind of way. So just pushing it right down into the folds there, and just make sure I've got that nice white border. And then add your glue to this part, and then bring up the other side. Bring it back down again. You can just push that right up into that fold, and just go in, make sure those little pieces under there are all stuck down. How lovely does that look? So now it's all ready to decorate. Now, if you want to do these matte layers, you'll see here, this one that I've already created sits perfectly over the bottom there, and we've got those nice borders all the way around everything, just as I showed you in the older set. So if you've got them, you'll know exactly what to do with your die here, because I need to do the top one. You want to cut your matte layer size first of all. So I've got my pattern piece here that I want for the top, because I want the bunting to be around the top here. So I need this to be what we got, 5 3/8 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to cut that to that size first. Okay, that looks good as well, that little bit of the grass. And then I'm going to flip it over, because I want my pencil marks on the back, so then I don't need to worry about rubbing them out. Because I want this to go on the top, I want to line up these little markers with the bottom of the paper, and just make sure that this is sitting in the center. So I'm actually not going to need to cut all the way down, because it actually just goes off, which is fine. That's not a problem at all. There we go. And then you want to draw around it. Now, if you're putting this on a bigger card, then you would have more of a border here, because your piece will be bigger. Okay, take that away. And now you just want to cut that out, remembering you want to keep the outer part, because usually when you're cutting something out, you're keeping the middle part, but you want to keep that outer part. Okay, so there is my matte layer, and you do exactly the same for the bottom piece. So I just cut that to the size of that piece, and then I just popped that piece over and cut, and then traced around the bottom part. I'm now going to stick that one on there, and this one will fit perfectly on the top. I'm also, whilst I'm sticking them down, I'm going to decorate it as well. So like I said, in the set you get your glasses, so you get 3, so just run them through twice and you've got all 6. That's if you're adding these, but you can see they sit perfectly over the top. You then get your little different, you know, kind of liquid shapes to go inside. You get 3 of them, they're all different. Again, optional, but it all adds to it. There's the one I've already popped the bow, just stuck it on the front, so that will sit perfectly over the top of that one. And then you've got all of your bits to decorate them. You could decorate each cup and then stick them on, but I've done these little openings so that you can just easily slide things in behind. Hopefully I was in shot there. I've popped the gap there, see? So you can just slide things in. So I'm going to get it all decorated as well, and then I'll show you it at the end. And there is the finished card. How wonderful does that look? Just bring it up a bit closer so you can see all the lovely detail. Really fun. It's nice with all the little bits just building up each of the glasses, and then that lovely sentiment at the bottom, and it all displays nicely as well. And then the front, I've just kept that one piece. I will end up probably putting something on this, but I may end up, you know, it might be a personalised card or something, so I could put someone's birthday number or something there. There's a little bit of bulk, but it will still go in your envelope there. And just make sure when you're sticking stuff down, I've just got away with the cherry there at the top. You know, you can't go too high on that top one. All these ones you can, but keep your top one just a little bit lower. So that's how you put together the razor glass. Like I said, it is a straightforward fold. It's just getting in, just practicing really. So like I said, do make yourself a template first, and then you should be good to go. I will add this to the playlist, and once I've done the other ones, they will all be added to it as well. And all the links to the products that I've used, as always, will be linked in the description box below this one. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.